Armstrong. And that rounds out things statistically. And we're going to have Coach Johnson have a word with us to talk about the final game of the season and perhaps get his thoughts and reflect on the season as a whole. As I thought he was headed here for that. And he is. All right. Coach, there's your mic.
Okay. We got any stats?
I don't know if we've got those.
Okay, thank you.
Printed off. Here we go.
You got some, I got some.
Perfect.
Right.
Well, we just had a look at these, and I think it was fitting. I first want to talk about your lone senior on this team, Alexis.
Right.
But I think it was fitting right out of the gates. She played aggressively, got that foul, and was on the board first. Gave you guys a 1-0 lead with the free throw. I thought that was cool for her senior day. She also scrapped inside a bit, had a bit of trouble finding her stroke from the field, 0 of 6, but she ended up with 5 boards. I thought she did well, and like the rest of the team, really played hard through the end.
Yeah, I thought we did too. I mean, and we've had this problem all year. We have times in the game where we have we don't score points. And we had that in the second quarter. But what made it also difficult was we not only had that, we also had a situation during that time we wouldn't stop the ball. We let the ball go right down the middle of the court, and that's something we've worked on from day one. So, and that was a terrible time to have it against a team this good because they're going to score. They went up. They hit a couple wide open threes.
Well, and then the 6-0 run in the half doesn't help
really,
with the half-court shot going in.
First quarter and a half, I thought we played real well, running our offense, hit some shots in the second half. But that a lot of that's got to do with we're still overall a fairly young team, but we've got a lot of experience. So we shouldn't be a young team again next year, hopefully.
Yeah, and that's something I mentioned before you sat down. I know it's a young team because you're only graduating one and heading into next year, but you had so many first-year players get very consistent minutes from this point on. So, the saying goes that by the end of your first year, you're no longer a freshman. I guess it would stand to reason to consider them not really even sophomores next year. You're going to have some experienced women on this team.
Yeah, that's just like Susie Sykes. She got in a little bit of foul trouble, but she didn't in the second half. So, she played, and like I told her at halftime, I said, we're going to start you. Of course, this says she has 2 fouls. We thought she had 3, so I don't know.
That's what I had thought as well, and I actually called it. I called it that way.
Yeah. But anyway, we played it like she had 3, and she did a good job of paying it. Not getting another one. And like I told her, you're not a freshman anymore. You played enough basketball this year to know you can't go out there and foul.
Right. Yep. Definitely. So with a team like this, obviously kind of tough to send your senior out in style against a team like Greensboro. They play very efficiently. They execute well on the offensive end. Was it a plan? I noticed you guys were pressing from the get-go. Got off that 7-2 run. Was that something that you
we thought we could get out and pressure the guards a little bit. We tried to do that. And then in the second half, we kind of we pressured them. And, we were really gambling. We're trapping a lot. And, people are trapping if you're trapping a team and they get it out of the trap, they're going to get some wide open shots, and they did. But, other than that, I thought we played well on the day. Again, little things, we got pounded on the boards. That's something else. But, like I told the girls, our number one priority in the off season is to get stronger. We have to physically get stronger.
So going into next season, we've talked a lot, the potential's there. What do you think the key points are that you can take from this season? You mentioned getting stronger. Anything else come to mind?
Yeah, we got to get stronger. Also, all our guards got to handle the ball better. We relied on like 2 or 3 people handling the ball. We want all our guards to be able to handle a little bit better. And, I think that we'll have to blend in. We're looking to bring in another big freshman class. We've got 2 commits already, waiting on a 3rd that we think we're going to get very soon. And so we'll bring in another big freshman class. We're trying to bring in anywhere from 6 to 8. So, that'll be important. then you've got to wait at the end of the semester, check out your grades, check out things like that. We have the possibility of 10 girls coming back, 9 or 10. We'll just have to see how many of those come back.
Nice.
We've got, Lakia, that's another thing people don't realize. Lakia Jones has not played with us since the end of January.
Right.
And she was one of our leading rebounders.
Yep. Absolutely. Really a good energy player, too, for you guys overall.
Yeah.
And with that in mind.
And she's her problem why she's been out was a concussion. So we're hoping, that she'll be able to.
Well, and something obviously you want to.
Yeah, you don't want to
make sure you take care of it.
We don't want to take any chances, anything like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So you mentioned recruiting. You've got
right.
2 committed, potentially a third. Now that season's over, are you hot on the trail? Is that what you're?
The next 3 weeks, that's what we'll be doing. And we'll be going out Tuesday night to the first round of the state playoffs. Yeah, that's what we'll be doing. And we're also trying to get bigger. We were actually bigger this year than we were last year, but we still need to get bigger. And, we've got the potential, recruiting-wise, some things pan out the way we want to be bigger and taller. And we need to do that. Our guards have gotten bigger. Now we need to get our posts a little bit bigger. So, but proud of them, good year. We had some ups and downs, but they fought through it. And, there's a lot of times I had to remind myself when we were out there playing, there's 4 freshmen and a sophomore out there.
Right.
And really the sophomore was a new player because she was a transfer.
Right.
So you got that stuff too.
Yep, definitely. All right, Coach. Well,
all right, Dan,
pleasure having you. Enjoyed the season.
We appreciate you coming in. I couldn't keep up with you and Patrick, but you guys, who was doing what and when and where, but that's
matter. Good. That's good considering he toted the load last year.
Yeah, you guys handled it, and I really appreciate it. That's one less thing I got to worry about, and y'all did an outstanding job, and really appreciate it. And let's make sure our boys get a win and get in the tournament at 5 o'clock.
Yep, that's it. 5 p.m.
Right.
They win and they're in. Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
You.
It's Coach Johnson reflecting on the season that has now ended. And your final score goes Greensboro College 95, William Peace University 65 in the final contest of the William Peace University women's basketball season.